morning. Question of the day today is, what is one thing that you did this weekend that you enjoyed? For today's workout, we're going to start off with 2 minutes of warming up our wrists. So we'll sit down on the floor and we'll do 2 minutes of wrist circles, so just rotating back and forth. You can play around with flipping the wrist upside down, going back, getting into the other one, reversing your wrist to face the other way. Just trying to get some space into our forearms. After that, we're gonna do 6 rounds, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, of some plate jumps. If you don't have a plate, I don't have a plate, you have like a box or a book, you can do that. It'll be 40 seconds of jumping up and down on the book. If you don't have that either or are not comfortable jumping on any of your books, you could do jumping jacks, skater jumps, or mountain climbers would all be fine as well. After we finish our 6 rounds of that, we'll go into 2 rounds of 20 leg swings, 100-meter run. We'll talk about run modifications in a second, but leg swings will go cross body, 10 on one leg, and then 10 on the other leg. If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. For the 100-meter run, approximately 100-meter run, or 5 shuttle runs to about 10 to 15 meters. So I don't have space in here, but if you are doing this in a backyard or a park or something, you could shuttle run 10 to 15 meters 5 times. Or skip rope would be fine as well, or more skater jumps. It's something to get your heart rate up, something that you didn't do in the initial 6 rounds. For some mobility, we're going to spend some time on our shoulders, so we'll get into a child's pose for 1 minute. I would like to see this done to an elevation, so if you have a foam roller or a chair or something, put our thumbs up, hands down, and I'll allow myself to fall through. While we're doing this for the minute, I want you to try to get a little bit of PNF in here, so I'm going to think about pushing down on the foam roller, maybe pushing up a little bit into my back, as if I'm trying to push this into the floor. I'll push down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax through it. We'll do 3 or 4 of those, and then we'll spend 30 seconds on each individual arm, reaching across, getting into our lat, and then into the other arm. For today's workout, we have 7 total rounds of 200-meter run into a 1-minute handstand hold. That 1-minute handstand hold is intended to be done unbroken. For every second that you come out of it early of that 1 minute, you will complete that many reps of burpees. So I do my run, I come back, let's say I drop at 47 seconds on my handstand hold, I will then do 13 burpees. Same, if I come out at 57 seconds, I will do 3 burpees. After that, you will rest for 2 minutes. Some different modifications that we can do for that 200-meter run. If you have a rower, males can do 300, females 250 meters. If you have an assault bike, 500 meters for males, 450 meters for females. If again you're in a backyard and you can do shuttle runs, we'll do 10 shuttles to about 15 to 20 meters, so just 10 back and forth for some shuttle runs. Or let's say you're in your apartment and you can't go outside, you don't have much space, you don't have a rower or a bike, we'll do 10 air squats plus 20 high knees. So on the spot, we'll do 10 air squats, immediately into 20 high knees. If you do have a skip rope, you could do your 10 air squats and then with your rope, do your high knees with your rope instead. Just another little fun thing. For the handstand hold, our typical handstand holds, we could be doing this from a pike, on a chair or a couch, or an object of some kind. You could do this from a wall, or closer if you can. You could kick up to the wall and do a hold that way. But something that you think you could do for 1 minute, otherwise we will do those burpee penalties. I understand that a minute is long, so if you want to scale that to something like 30 or 45 seconds, I would pick one of those and try to stick to it. And the last final hold that you could do would be holding an object overhead, and it'll be done the same. For today's cash out, we have a little bit of a side plank EMOM. It'll be 6 minutes long. You'll be holding the side plank either on your elbow or on your hand for 30 to 40 seconds on the minute. The trick here is that we'll do all on one arm and then all on the other arm. So I'll do 30 to 40 seconds on my right arm, I'll rest till the minute, I'll do the next one on my right arm, then I'll rest, and I'll finish the last one on my right arm, and then I'll rest, and then I'll do 3 rounds on my left. So we're just trying to overload the side plank on each side today. For our not in class strength programming today, we have some deadlifts. So this is just building off of last week's 5 sets of 10. This week we have 4 sets of 11, so we're adding in a rep here. In terms of what you should do, if last week went well, trying to add on a little bit of weight on there if you can. If last week didn't go very well, try to scale it back a little bit this week. We have 4 sets of 11, working from the ground, up and down. And we are looking for touch and go reps this week for all 11 reps. For our additional Metcon today, we have a little bit of a longer one. It will be 3 rounds, sort of similar to like Helen style. 800-meter run. There's row distances prescribed on the website. Into 30 kettlebell swings. We're looking for American, so all the way overhead for 30 reps, and then 30 pull-ups. So 3 rounds for that. There also is some other modifications written on the website in terms of the pull-ups if you don't have a bar, and running and rowing. So if you want to have a look at that, check it out on the website. Okay, so for the last little piece today, we have some handstand push-up skill work. How this would work, you would do 1 rep of a deficit handstand push-up, rest as needed, 4 reps as strict handstand push-ups, rest as needed, 12 kipping handstand push-ups, rest as needed. And you'll work through that 2 to 3 times. Scale that appropriately. If you can't do 4 strict handstand push-ups on that second set, maybe you're doing 2 or 3. If you can't do a deficit one, maybe that one is your strict one, then you move to kipping. But play around with it, just some time to play with some handstand push-ups. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need any modifications. We are here to help. Have a good day.